Toronto celebrates 10 years of Newcomer Day, a vibrant tribute to diversity. Hello and welcome to Regent TV's special coverage of the City of Toronto's 10th Annual Newcomer Day celebration at Nathan Phillips Square. I'm Gabriel Meissner and I'm thrilled to bring you all the excitement from this amazing event. On May 23rd, the City of Toronto rolled out the red carpet to honor newcomers and their invaluable contributions to our vibrant city.
Hey, good afternoon!
Mayor Olivia Chow and Deputy Mayor Ausma Malik led the festivities, proclaiming May 23rd as Newcomer Day. Throughout the day, attendees were treated to a dazzling array of performances, including music by Indigenous voices, Rosary and Miranda Spence, hoop dance, soul-stirring African drumming by the Noma Ensemble, and the melodic voices of the Nahuatl Choir. Plus, the event featured a heartwarming citizenship ceremony, welcoming 50 new Canadians to our diverse country.
In a few moments, you will be sworn in as Canadian citizens. Today's ceremony is the final step in a journey that began when you first made the decision to come to Canada.
With over 55,000 attendees since its inception in 2015, Newcomer Day has become a cherished tradition in Toronto, symbolizing our city's unwavering commitment to inclusivity and diversity. Join me as we delve into the highlights of the day and discover the multitude of services and support available to newcomers in our wonderful community.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing? That's what I love to hear. How's everyone doing at the back? Are you all right too? Well, it is so wonderful to be joining you this afternoon. Can you do me a big favor and give a big round of applause to our MCs, Lena and Burleson, for taking us through this afternoon so beautifully. Thank you very much. They're doing a great job. Good afternoon, Torontonians, new Torontonians, and not so new. I am so honored to be here today with you, to be here celebrating with you on behalf of myself, but on behalf of us from across the City of Toronto, celebrating 10 years, a whole decade of Toronto Newcomer Day, to recognize how important you are and the legacy of newcomers are to the City of Toronto. As was mentioned, my name is Ausma Malik, my pronouns are she, her, and I am so proud to be with you as Toronto's Deputy Mayor and as a City Councillor right here in Spadina, Fort York, Ward 10. You'll know better than most that more than half of the people who call Toronto home were born outside of Canada, and we know the strength that it takes to move to a new country and start a new life here. And newcomers make Toronto a richly diverse, vibrant, and an exciting city, and have been doing that for generations. And we celebrate all that that brings: strength, resilience that adds to our social, economic, and cultural vitality. My parents immigrated to Canada more than 50 years ago, 5 decades ago. And as newcomers, my mama and Abu, my mom and dad, made Toronto their first home together and demonstrated to my siblings and I that belonging and citizenship is about what each of us does together to make our neighborhoods and our city and our country a better place. How many of you are with them on that? Yes. We have to be doing this work together. It's their love for Toronto and Canada that is one of my most enduring inspirations to build community together and make a difference together. And it's why I'm so proud to represent our downtown communities as a city councillor and previously as a school board trustee, and also to have made history as the first hijab-wearing Muslim woman to be elected to public office in Canada ever. Thank you. And I'm so proud that we get to host Newcomer Day right here in my ward at Nathan Phillips Square, the heart of Toronto and the heart of Spadina, Fort York. You'll know, and you may have seen it, that the city's coat of arms bears a motto that resonates deeply with me, that diversity is our strength. And what I know for sure is that we have to work together every single day to make sure that that motto is a reality. Toronto was one of the first cities in Canada to hold this type of event to welcome and celebrate newcomer communities. And over the last 10 years, Newcomer Day has evolved into one of the city's greatest and largest celebrations for newcomers, with more than 55,000 people attending the event since it began in 2015. In fact, in the last 2 years, more than 10,000 people have attended each year. That is spectacular. And I just want to thank everyone who's been a part of making this a success over the years, and particularly the generous sponsors and partners who have made this year's 10th anniversary event such a success. You've heard them mentioned before, Desjardins Financial Group, and I'm very excited to see that map that was mentioned, Metrolinx, New Canadians TV, Rogers Communications, Greater Toronto Airport Authorities, and Tim Hortons. I'd also like to recognize the incredible and many community organizations, and especially the amazing volunteers in Toronto who work to support newcomers. Your work is truly invaluable, and can we give them a round of applause? Thank you. And of course, I want to give my deepest thanks and gratitude to city staff who make Newcomer Day a reality every year and who work tirelessly in our newcomer office. Thank you for your dedication and your commitment to make our city truly welcoming for all. We know our city shines when newcomers belong, when there's a sense of well-being and connectedness, when we are safe and supported, engaged, and welcomed. And in a city like ours, we should have everything that we need to thrive. And I'm excited to continue to work with you to make sure that happens, not just today, but every single day. Our Newcomer Day has inspired other cities like Hamilton, London, and Durham to host their own newcomer welcoming events. And I hope this day inspires us in many more ways in our work together. Thank you so much. You brought the sunshine. You brought this beautiful day. Enjoy every moment of it. And thank you for letting me join you for a little bit of that. Thank you so much.
Mayor Olivia Chow, who was once a newcomer herself. Mayor Chow immigrated to Toronto from Hong Kong with her parents at the age of 13 and has had similar experiences that many immigrants arriving to this city have. With an impressive professional background, Mayor Chow has worked as a sculptor, an ESL teacher, and a counselor for new immigrants. She was moved by the plight of the Vietnamese boat people, refugees who had fled from their war-torn country in search of a better life in Canada. That was the starting point of a lifetime of activism and community organizing. Everyone, please welcome Mayor Olivia Chow!
That was quite an introduction. Hey, good afternoon. Wait, you can do better than that. Good afternoon. Hey, you know, today is the 10th annual Newcomer Day. Yeah. And today, how many of you like to watch basketball? Yeah, quite a few of you. Today is also the WNBA Day because we're gonna have a women basketball team right here in Toronto. It's exciting. Yeah. Before I start, you know what we need to do? There are all these people that have white t-shirts over there, right? They say volunteer in it. Do you know that they all work at the City of Toronto, but they are volunteering. And they've been volunteering all these years to make sure that we gathered here today to this Newcomer Day. So can we put our hands together to thank the 167 volunteers that are putting this event together? Thank you so much. Yeah. They work during the day and then they volunteer. Yes, my story is not that different than many of yours. My parents came to Canada, came to Toronto because they want a better life for their daughter, me. And when I was 13, we came here for the opportunities, but it was difficult. My dad, who spoke fluent English and got a certificate, a teaching certificate to teach, taught, who was a school superintendent in Hong Kong. And guess what? He came at a time when they didn't need a lot of teachers. So he never became a teacher. It was very difficult. He supply taught for a while. He tried driving taxis. This is before the GPS days. And he was always getting lost. So that didn't work out. He tried delivering Chinese food. That didn't work out. And it was really, really difficult. And my mom, thank God, she went in, rather than being a teacher, she went and worked in the hotel as a maid and raised me. But even with that kind of background, we were okay because we were living in St. Jamestown and the apartment was affordable. And that's what we need. We need to build a lot more housing, affordable housing, so newcomers can find a new home. Do you agree? Yeah, that is important, yes. So here I am, newcomer from many years ago, now as your mayor of this great city. And your journey to Canada is just the beginning. And in the last 10 years, Newcomer Day has evolved into one of the city's largest celebrations for newcomers. And in fact, in the last 2 years, more than 10,000 people have attended every year. So look around you. Even the sun came out and said, yeah, you know, let's make it a warm day. And what we need to do is harness your energy, your optimism, your talents, your passion to serve. Let us work together, as I said, to build more housing, provide better transit, and make this city a much more caring place, a safer place where everyone feels they belong. And if you have any suggestions on what we can do for newcomers, whether to help you start new businesses, to provide more support, let me know. Let us know, okay? And I just want to also, lastly, take a moment, thank our sponsor, Desjardins Financial Group. which is over there, Metrolinx, New Canadians TV, Rogers Communication, Greater Toronto Airports Authority, and Tim Hortons, of course. We could not have done it without your help. And next time you see our volunteers with those t-shirts on, say thank you to them personally. So welcome everyone to Newcomer Day at City Hall. Welcome to Toronto and welcome home. And this weekend, if you're free, we have open doors, which means you can come in, check out my office, check out Mel Lasman Square. There's tons of activities this weekend for you because we're opening the doors to all the civic place that you might be interested in. So welcome to Toronto and welcome home. Enjoy the rest of your day. You know, there's one thing that I would like to do. I would also like to proclaim that Toronto Newcomer Day. We celebrate and welcome newcomers to our city. This year marks the 10th annual Toronto Newcomer Day, which is a special occasion to celebrate newcomers and recognize their significant contributions to Toronto. Many people from around the world continue to choose Toronto as their home, helping to create a vibrant global city rich of diverse cultures, customs, and traditions. I won't read all of it, but most important, through a strong foundation of support, we can create a welcoming environment so new residents have the tools they need to succeed and make meaningful contributions to their communities across Toronto. Today, we continue to celebrate Toronto's diverse communities who help strengthen our society and contribute to our city's motto, diversity, our strength. Now, therefore, I, Mayor Olivia Chow, on behalf of Toronto City Council, do hereby proclaim May 23rd, 2024, Toronto Newcomer Day in the City of Toronto.
Good afternoon. My name is Keisha Richardson, and I'm the current acting manager of the Toronto Newcomer office. Here to just talk about Newcomer Day. Today is our 10th annual Toronto Newcomer Day, and our theme is looking back. We're looking back at the 10 years of being able to put this event on and how impactful or integral it's been to our community partners. But the real beauty behind Toronto Newcomer Day is it being a chance to help newcomers understand about the services, the programs that are available to them. But more importantly, today is about celebrating newcomers and ensuring that they feel welcome. We know that tens of thousands of people globally decide to migrate to Toronto and decide to make Toronto their home. And, you know, by virtue of that, over half of Torontonians weren't born in Canada. So we just appreciate, and that demonstrates how critical newcomers are to the diversity that is within this city. And so it's really important for them to have a day that celebrates them and their contributions, and also helps them integrate for those that are newly arriving. You know, today being our 10th anniversary, we have expanded our typical provisions in that we have over 140 booths that are here today. We have service providers from various sectors, including education, employment counselors. There are folks here that are providing resources related to mental health and physical health and support services for shelter, and the list goes on and on and on. So today folks are able to engage with the different booths. There's interactive activities that have been provided. We've had Indigenous interactive activities. We've had henna. We have Vibe Arts that's been here providing workshops as well too. We had cultural performances to wrap into the ceremony, into the events of today. We've had the privilege of having city tours, neighborhood tours. Hopefully folks have had a chance to go inside and see our Hometown Stories, which is an art exhibit, a newcomer art exhibit that's been put on with the Newcomer Arts Network, and it's going to be available in the City Hall Rotunda until May 21st. Really, though, the day comes back to newcomers, and we hope that everybody who's attended has found it to be helpful, informative, and really we're just working to see, we're hoping that today helps their settlement journey.
Recensement récent indique que plus de 50% des habitants de la ville sont nés à l'étranger.
Yeah, thank you for having me. My name is Borelson, and I was one of the MCs today for the Toronto Newcomer Day. And it's a beautiful day today, and it was really key and important to be present for those moments where we actually acknowledge and recognize the value that newcomers and immigrants are bringing into the city of Toronto and to Canada overall. So to me, as an immigrant myself, now a Canadian citizen, it was really key and important to be here today. When I was talking in French, it's because I'm fully bilingual, French and English. I actually was born and raised in Gabon, which is a francophone country. So from there, I was able to move to France, and then after living in France for quite a few years, then I moved to Canada. So that's where I have that bilingualism. And then when I was talking, what I was saying is actually telling my journey that to me, I spent my formative years in Africa between Gabon and Congo, then France, and then I felt like when I decided to move to Canada, I didn't feel like it was just me choosing Canada, that Canada also chose me. The way things were just aligning, the immigration programs, the people that I was meeting. So it was really those moments where you just feel like you're doing the right thing and you will be at the right place at the right time. And ever since I've been living here, I've been living my best life.
My name is Brandisha. I am one of the career consultants with Hospitality Workers Training Center, and today we are sharing information about our exciting programming that we're providing to newcomers where they can participate in a 2-week training, which takes place for a total of 10 days, full-time in person, 9:30 to 4:30. And this is where you're pretty much getting the foundational knowledge needed to enter into the hospitality industry. So if you're interested in working in the restaurant space or hotels, whatever the situation may be, and you're not entirely sure where to start, we would help you with getting all that foundational knowledge you would need. So this would include free certifications like food handlers and Smart Serve, and getting support with your resume, interview prep, all of that good stuff. And when that 2 weeks is over, it's not done quite yet, because you will get ongoing support with your job search as well. We have talented employment specialists who connect with employers all throughout the GTA to assist you with your job search, connecting to do free placements to get that hands-on experience, and finding your next opportunity. So if you're interested in hospitality, we are the people to go to.
So my name is Errol Hernandez, and I work for Toronto Council Fire Native Cultural Center. So we're here today to show a presence of the Indigenous community, and specifically to reveal additional information about the Spirit Garden, which will be opening up in September of this year at the west end of Nathan Phillips Square. Now, we've been working on this for several years now, and we're coming to the fruition of having an actual opening event. Now, we normally do an Indigenous Legacy Gathering every year. We've been doing it for over 5 years now here, and it's usually around September, October. This particular one, we will actually be unveiling the Spirit Garden, which is the first time we'll actually be doing that. And we will also be having a 4-day event, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, right? So the Spirit Garden is the interpretation of one of the clauses of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission calls to action. And the particular one that we've interpreted as an organization, indigenous organization, worked on is the one that, loosely speaking, says put something out in the land, right? So we're not putting out a monument to, put up a statue and then you go away and, you kind of forget about it. We're doing something that will be a place of gathering on an ongoing basis throughout the year, and a place that can actually have events. So there's quite a bit of symbology built into all this, and there'll be events that are indigenous, basically rooted. The sub-theme is teaching, learning, sharing, and healing, right? And events throughout the year will be promoting that basic idea. So we expect that at Toronto Newcomer Day, which is for newcomers to Canada as well as newcomers to Toronto, it's an opportunity to promote the Indigenous placement of a Spirit Garden, as well as it's an opportunity to disseminate information about other programs that we do as an organization. We've got a banner here for the Spirit Garden, and it's been getting a lot of attention. So we've actually talked to a lot of people about what this is and what it means to Toronto and what it means to the urban Indigenous community of Toronto.
We are water, Nibi. We are powerful bravery, ancestral truth. So speaking, Gigeda, 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 Gigeda. Imagine what life would be like if we were raised to wake up like warriors, to open our eyes before each rise of the sun, grateful with each new day's begun. At night, is it spine aligned to the cosmos, feet rooted to the earth when it hurts, tears to the moon while she pushes it away into the waves of the lakes and oceans, letting go. See, I didn't know I was descended from warriors, yet it's my struggles and life battles that made me strengthen these words, never realizing that I've always been heard by my ancestors. And a Chiduis and a Siganak is a last name that we rarely hear anymore. A Siganak, Jean-Baptiste. A Siganak, a Chiduis, a last name we rarely hear anymore. Gawin Anishnaabemowin fluently, but they say our language is poetry. Debwe, flow through me. Truth speak and see my descendancy of a Siganak served back in 1812 with British forces. A Siganak, Jean-Baptiste, to 100 warriors, a war chief, and oratory. And whatever happened to proclaiming peace? Society's a disease. We leave or we stay. We lead our own paths or we obey. But no matter which way we choose, we must always balance these two worlds. Seeking through pages of my descendancy, Niganza Digacha gave young men oratory, trained in metaphors by chiefs and elder statesmen. A Siganak, you were the fight with right for our rights, trained in poetic metaphors, origins in Michigan, Le Ebe Crochet, Nin Anishinaabemowe, Anishinaabe, and Gawin Anishinaabe fluently.
Bonjour, nous sommes une organisation francophone à but non lucratif à Downtown Toronto. Nous sommes dans le cadre, nous aidons les réfugiés, les étudiants, les nouveaux arrivants. Nous avons plusieurs programmes. Là, nous avons le programme de logement, soutien aux personnes qui ont un logement et qui n'arrivent pas à payer. Et là aussi, nous avons, ça c'est spécialement pour les réfugiés. Nous les aidons à trouver des shelters et on les provient aussi avec de la nourriture. Et là, nous avons une activité, c'est compétences culturelles spécialement pour les nouveaux arrivants, leur expliquant comment se passe la vie au Canada, l'intégration au Canada aussi.
Thank you, and today I'm here at Toronto Arts Foundation booth, and I'm with
Liza Matamore. I'm a strategic program manager at the Toronto Arts Council and Foundation, and we are the city's arm's length arts funder. So we're here today both highlighting all of our arts funding opportunities, but also highlighting our newcomer programs. We've got some specific programs that provide funding both to newcomer artists, but also organizations and collectives that are doing arts engagement with newcomers. We've also got our brochure here from Arts in the Park. These are all of the arts events happening through Arts in the Park this summer. There's a map as well as a list of events. And we've also got our Arts Funder Guide, which has all of our program managers and also lists all of the grants that the Toronto Arts Council provides for arts programming every year. These are the newcomer programs that I mentioned specifically, but we fund every arts discipline you can think of, and hopefully there's a program for you, and you can come out and meet us and learn about how to get money to make art.
Meredith?
Meredith. Could you please tell us about what the Ombudsman Toronto represents and what brought you here today?
Okay, great. Our office looks into complaints about city services. So really only thing that's focused on the City of Toronto municipal government. I work in the office, and a lot of us volunteered to be here today because especially a lot of newcomers to Toronto and to Canada don't really know the ins and outs of the municipal government, and we can really help with that. Even if someone hasn't escalated a complaint all the way in the manner that they need to, they can reach out to us. We can help direct them where they need to go, give them the right referrals so that they can get their process underway. We do have oversight over different community housing, like Toronto Community Housing, for example, or the city's shelter system. And we do have a special housing unit that is tasked with overseeing systemic concerns about housing in the city, and that can really encompass a lot of different parts of the city. You know, it can just not be just housing, but anything that's related to the home. We do have currently an investigation underway about refugees in the shelter system, and our housing unit also looked into, or our office rather, looked into some human rights issues at Toronto Community Housing. So it's a big part of our work because it's so important to the city. So it's please reach out to us if you have any questions.
We're representing Morel, which is the CBC Radio-Canada app to learn French and English. Newcomers are like so important for us because they will learn with this free app, which is really important to have this kind of resource. But with CBC Radio-Canada, they will learn, but with Canadian content. So it's such a good way to learn also not only the language, but also the culture, the expression, like the public figure in Canada. So that is why that was so natural to have like this app at CBC Radio-Canada with our programming.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also follow us on social media, and for more information, check out our website.